You're about to discover the biggest secret to improve your sales performance. It's more important than any tactic, any closing strategy, anything you've ever heard anywhere else. And almost no one is teaching this. And I think this is the biggest secret to not only increasing your sales, but also enjoying the process and feeling a lot more comfortable, confident, and relaxed during the whole thing. So stick with me during this episode because you're going to learn exactly how to do this in your business, for your sales, for your company, wherever you're using this in your life. Welcome to another episode of The Art of Extraordinary Confidence. I'm your host, Dr. Aziz, best-selling author and the founder of the Center for Social Confidence. And this is the show for you if you want to 10x your confidence in every area of your life, dating, relationships, business, sales, as well as your social life, anywhere. And today we're going to be talking about sales and how to increase and improve your sales performance, which is a super common question. If you are in sales, you obviously have this question. You're always looking for ways to improve. Maybe you have your own business and that's all you focus on, but hey, if you own your own business, sales is going to be a part. You got to be selling something, and you got to learn how to do that. Even if you're, a technician or a professional, maybe you're a lawyer or you are a doctor or a healer, and if you have your own practice, you got to learn how to sell. And so this is going to help you in any of those situations. And I'm also going to share, I think, the most powerful secret to increasing your sales performance. And there's a lot of stuff out there about how to deal with objections and closing strategies and way to say things, and that's all great. That's the technical side of things, and you could keep improving on that. And I'll probably have later episodes that are talking specifically about that. But before any of that, and underneath all of that, there is something that is way, way, way more powerful. Because if you don't get this thing that I'm going to share, you can have all the right words and all the right strategies and all the things that are, your script, but it's probably not going to work. And you probably have experienced that. You heard like a certain strategy, you're like, oh, I should say this. And you went and you tried it, and maybe it didn't work. And here's why. Because less than what you say, what the other person feels is your energy. Now, hold on. You might be like, oh, is this going to get woo-woo? Is he going to tell me to grab a crystal? No, don't worry. But your energy. I'm talking about we emit something, and you can pick up on it, whether it's your mood, your attitude, your nonverbal gestures, your voice tone, stuff, right? You ever been around someone like working, not to use the cliche, but I will because that's been my experience. You go to the DMV and there's that person working there and you get to the front of the line and they're like, can I help you, sir? And you can just feel like, ugh, right? It's just this energy, it's just drag, and so we feel that. And if you've been in sales, you know that your energy affects things. But here's one distinction you might not know. The most important, people think, well, I got to have upbeat energy, I got to have positive energy. Sales is about an energy transfer, so I got to transfer excitement. And that's actually not the most important thing. The most important thing, in fact, that can actually be a little too much sometimes. But the most important thing is this energy. You ready? And write this down. If you're in sales, write this down and underline it 5 times. I don't need anything from you. That is the most valuable, powerful energy to show up to any sales conversation with. I don't need anything from you. Which is the opposite of how most of the time we show up to sales conversations. Which is there's like a desperate, kind of needy energy somewhere in there. Even if you try to hide it, it's in there. There's a part right here in your chest. It's like, I need this. And we don't even know why we need it. Maybe we're telling ourselves, I need this because I need the money. I need the commission. If I don't get the commission, then bad things are going to happen. And it's like these unexamined things. Or I need this because I make a certain number. And if I don't make that number, then it means I'm not good at what I do. And I'm not significant. And I'm not worthwhile. And I'm not a man. And I'm worse than that, Terry over there who's crushing it. I got to beat him. Whatever our motives, whatever our reasons, whether it's fear, financial fear, wanting to be significant, hunger for success, whatever it is, if that's happening, if that's driving you, then you have this I need to get something. I need something from you. I need you to say yes. And if that's your energy, even if it's subtle, even if you might not be thinking that, like, oh shit, they better say yes, but you get nervous or you get pissed off after a call if they say no, or you get pissed off at yourself, or you feel just horribly discouraged afterwards, like, oh, fuck, nothing, this is never going to work, right? If those are your reactions, then guaranteed you're having some attachment, some energy. I need this. And not only is that making it a lot more of an emotional roller coaster, you're also probably not going to sell as much. And by probably, I mean definitely. So we need to shift that. And you might be nodding, you might be totally getting, you might know exactly what I'm saying, and you might even be saying like, great, I know that, but how do I let go of that desperate energy? And so what we need to do is we need to, first of all, identify that, and then remind ourselves, and really before the call, maybe even taking some time before all your calls or all your conversations, and just sit down and really get into a state of, I don't need anything from this person. I really don't. And then just notice what comes up. Because you know what's going to come up if you say that to yourself? Maybe just try that right now. Think of like, okay, my next clients or this next week, people I talk to, I don't need anything from them. Don't need them to sign up. I don't need them to hire me. I don't even need them to like me. Don't need to have them see me as a good person, not dislike me. Just letting go and notice what happens. Maybe breathe as you do it. Now, you might feel some relief, but you also might feel some fear. But wait a minute. If I don't get them as a client, if I don't get them as a sale, then how am I going to make money? How am I going to survive? We need to pay those bills. I got a mortgage. And maybe that voice starts to kick in. And guess what? Just breathe and notice that freaked out part inside of you and calm it down. Just like, yeah, you're freaked out right now, worried about money. Okay. And there's a bunch of strategies. I go really deep in the confidence code about how to talk to yourself, because the confidence code is all about self-esteem and how to have a tremendously awesome relationship with yourself, and then how to be extremely skilled in conversations, just a social master. Those two things go hand in hand. And sales is social, by the way. So you might want to check out that program. It could be super valuable for you. But there's a bunch of strategies there on how to like talk yourself down. So one of them is going to be to just literally feel the feelings in your body and send yourself some soothing phrases. Like, I know you're freaked out, it's okay. And just breathing and feeling. That's one strategy. You want to go deeper in that, check out the confidence code. Another really valuable thing that I love to do is to just imagine like a couple of things. One is like, just imagine a number in your bank account right there, that if you had that, you'd just be like totally relaxed. Maybe it's 10,000. Maybe it's 50,000. I don't know. Just imagine, like, and really closing your eyes and seeing, where you check your bank account online or on a slip or wherever you look at it, and just seeing that number. I got all the money in the world. I don't need this person. I got $1 million sitting in my Wells Fargo account. I don't need anything from them. Like, it's just a mental thing. If you imagine that and really just breathe that, it can be powerful in sending a message to your subconscious mind. I don't need anything from this person. Another thing I love to do is I like to close my eyes and just imagine that, like, look, money and sales come in like the ocean. It's just flowing more and more. And I love to do this visualization where it's just more and more abundance and money just flowing in. I'm always going to be taken care of. I've always been taken care of. I've always made a way through. I always will. I trust in myself. And that's really valuable. You can kind of calm that part of you. And then another thing, and this it depends on what your beliefs are, but I believe that if we can tap into something bigger than ourselves and let go of so much needing to control everything and just trust a little bit, then I feel a lot more relaxed and life is a hell of a lot better. And so, I used to be a hardcore atheist when I was younger, kind of a punk atheist. I'm pissed off at the world kind of guy. World doesn't like me and fuck the world. And now I've shifted that. But I came from that place and I had that really hardcore rational intellect that wanted to argue with people. And now I'm just a lot more open. Like, I don't know. I don't think anyone really knows. But I do know that when I say, look, everything is guided in my life, and that each person that says yes or no is exactly where it should be. That's part of the process that I'm in. And if they say no, that's actually ultimately good for me because it's going to make me learn something or make me grow or help me become more resilient. And I can just trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. And I'm going to keep learning and growing. It's for my best benefit. I'm going to use it in my life. When I have that, it actually puts me, it's kind of more of like a Taoist approach. If you're familiar with Taoism, you can look it up. It's pretty cool. Taoism. You can find it on Wikipedia. It's like a Chinese spiritual philosophy. I really love it. But whatever helps you, and maybe for you, you're a Christian or you're a Muslim or you're a Hindu, it doesn't matter, but finding something, or maybe the universe, whatever it is for you, New Age spiritual, it doesn't matter. But tapping into something greater than you can really help you relax. Whatever your strategies are, find them and use them and make a practice of it. Maybe it's going to take 20, 30 minutes in the morning for a little while to get more calm, but then, especially before calls, I have a little sheet of paper I do before any sort of sales call where I read it and it's got some reminders and I breathe and I slow down. It's like, I don't need anything from this person. This is about giving, not getting. All that kind of stuff, and it helps me get in the right mindset, and then boom, I show up differently. And when I don't, when I fall short, when it doesn't work, before I look at, well, could I have said this? Maybe I should have said that. How could I have closed? Instead of all that stuff, which is still more grasping, I say, okay, what was my energy like? And every single time, it doesn't go the way I want it to. There was a level of grasping and needing, and I need something from them, and I'm desperate. Even if it was subtle, even if I didn't start the call that way, but then halfway through it started to emerge and I started to get desperate, it was subtle. If I look back, it's always there. And we don't want to beat ourselves up. We don't want to make it wrong. Of course, it's part of the process. We just want to calm that part down and love it and show up next time more open, more unattached to the outcome. And the more you do that, the better you're going to feel, the less roller coaster you're going to have, and the better your sales are going to be, because people pick up on the energy. They can see it's not about you getting something from them, but it's actually about what you can contribute with whatever you're selling, your business, your service. And that's what it's all about at the end of the day anyway. So share your comments below. What are you going to take away from this? What are you going to use in your sales? What has worked for you to let go of the outcome and let go of needing something? Share some strategies with us. Any questions you have as well. We love those comments, and it keeps the energy going, and we can all learn from each other in this way. So get out there, keep rocking it, and until we speak again, may you have the courage to be who you are and to know on a deep level that you're awesome. I'll talk to you soon.